In Christianity, one of the hardest concepts is the Trinity. Often the problem is we try and understand the concepts in the Bible from the present, trying to apply our experiences backward in time. Like many of the concepts in this podcast, this ends up with false premises. We're trying to use the conclusion as the beginning point. This is inevitably a source of circular reasoning. Pardon me. In this episode, I'd like to address what it meant to be a father, not from our modern viewpoint, but from the viewpoint of a person living in the ancient Near East, specifically beginning around 2200 BC. I picked this date because some of our calculations suggest that Abraham lived from somewhere around 2000 BC to 1880 BC. By using dates earlier than Abraham, we have the ability to perceive concepts as they grow and develop over time. We have a problem in vocabulary when we talk about things in history. Fundamentally, we have to recognize this era was not the start of civilization. Cities had existed for over a millennium by this point. Cities were still struggling to achieve formal characteristics we use to define the concept today. When we're looking at prehistory, we must presume that ideas which are well defined today were still developing. They're in their early prototype phase. This means they also did not have the vocabulary to describe nuances and subtle distinctions. That vocabulary comes later. We cannot easily apply our modern vocabulary backward in time. With that, we cannot apply our modern vocabulary backward in time without importing ideas that are ahistorical. Throughout history, new vocabulary developed by using a concrete example as an analog for a new concept. As an example, when the automobile was invented, there was no word for the concept of automobile. The first attempt was to create words from Greek. The Greek word suggested something that could drive itself. Since the historic driving force to drive vehicles with horses, a car seemed to be magical. It was driving itself without this equine motivating factor. Quickly in English, another word was used, car. Car was essentially a shortened form of the English word carriage. So the notion that an automobile was like a carriage and lacked horses made perfect sense. Today, car has nothing to do with horses. It has nothing to do with carriages. The word source is completely separated from its modern meaning. This pattern consists of starting with an analogy, then creating a separate concept with its own vocabulary.